Hi. I'm sitting on the floor because I wanted to join my books because I can't possibly put all of these books on my desk. Okay? Hey guys, my name is Miranda and welcome to my universe. Today is the last day of 2018. So you know what that means. Time to talk about every single book I read this year! At the beginning of 2018, I set myself my first ever reading goal, and guys, holy crap, it definitely inspired me to read more. I set my goal to 100 books, and I made it. This year went by so fast for me. I feel like I accomplished a lot. I entered my senior year of high school. I actually traveled a lot more than I have in the past. So overall, I read 101 books in 2018, which actually adds up to a grand total of 37,416 pages. And they're all right behind me. It is time to talk about every single one of the books I read. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you guys exactly what the book is about because that would take a long time. So I'm just going to tell you the author and the title, and then we'll go from there. I will also be talking about my 2019 reading goals at the end of this video, so I have a lot to accomplish. So let's just jump right in. I actually do not own 4 of the books I read this year, so I'm going to be talking about those first, and then I will get into the books that are behind me. The Leaving by Tara Altebrando, House of Mercy by Erin Healy, Woman in the Photo by Mary Hogan, and Let It Snow by John Green and other authors that I don't remember, I'm sorry. Frozen Charlotte by Alex Bell, The Escape by Hannah Jane, The Leveler by Julia Durango, This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston, Lying About Last Summer by Sue Wallman, The Martian by Andy Weir, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and Fairest and Stars Above, also by Marissa Meyer, Heartless by Marissa Meyer, The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, The Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, The Twilight Saga, Life and Death, and The Short Second Life by Bree Tanner, all by Stephanie Meyer, The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn, The Breakdown by B.A. Paris, Wolves, Boys, and Other Things That Might Kill Me by Kristen Chandler, The Young World by Chris Weitz, The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, both by Mark Twain, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, Aesop's Fables by Aesop, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Dracula by Bram Stoker, The Darkest Minds trilogy and Through the Dark by Alexandra Bracken, The Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, The Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, The Selection series by Kira Cass, I do not own the last 2, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White, Pet Sematary by Stephen King, Save the Date by Morgan Matson, The Wolves of Mercy Falls trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, And the Trees Crept In by Dawn Kurtagich, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnott, The Dark Artifice trilogy by Cassandra Clare, Renegades by Marissa Meyer, The Call of the Wild by Jack London, 4 by Veronica Roth, The Tale of Despereaux by Kate DiCamillo, and lastly, the first 2 books of the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. So those were all 101 books that I read in 2018. So now that I'm done looking back on the year, I think it's time that I look forward and talk about my 2019 goals. Even though I did read a lot and I'm very, very proud of myself for reading a lot this year, I feel like in 2019, I want to focus more on writing because ever since I was 12 or 13 years old, I have loved writing. I would write books, I would write stories, I would write poetry, and I feel like I didn't write at all this year because I focused so closely on reading. I want that to change. I think in 2019 I want to spend some time writing and getting back into that because I love writing and I wish I made more time this year for doing it, but I didn't. So I think I really want to cut down my reading this year, not by much, but I do want to cut it down and make some time to just sit down and write. With that being said, I am going to cut my reading goal in half for 2019, and I'm going to set it to 50 books because that will leave me a lot more time to write. And also this year I'm going to be transitioning into college and I don't want to stress myself out more than I need to. So yes, 50 books. I know I can do it. It'll be light work for me, but I want to be able to enjoy what I'm reading more. And if I want to try to hit 100 books, so be it. On top of that, I also want to talk about a idea. It's a vision. It's not really a goal. It's more of a vision for my YouTube channel for 2019. During the summer of 2018, I called it my classic summer, and I spent June and July only reading classic books. I didn't read fantasy, I didn't read young adult, I just read straight classics, and it was actually so fun. So I feel like this year for 2019, I want to make more themed months where I have a specific book genre or book idea. I want to put a theme to it and put a month to it and spend a month reading books that share something in common. I'm still trying to figure out how many months I want to do. I'm not going to start in January, I'm going to start in February, and I don't know if I want to do every month. I kind of do. Half of me kind of wants to do that. So we'll have to see, but yes, those are my goals for 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Please be safe, make good choices, and have a happy, happy new year. I will see you in 2019.